DarkAce narrative.
I'm 25 now, but this story happened when I was 16. I was camping with my dad and my twin sister at Cross Lake, Alberta. We will name my sister Mary. Mary and I are not identical. She's taller, blonde, has dark blue eyes and tan skin. I'm shorter with icy green eyes, fit, and not as tanned. It was midnight when Mary and I went looking for an outhouse to use before going to bed. We were walking down a path with a lantern when we saw another light heading towards us. We walked past a really cute guy in his late 20s giving us a smirk. We chuckled as we continued down the path when Mary decided to take one more look. Once she looked back, she seen him standing still with the same smirk that is now more sinister. She froze in her steps, pulling my arm to get me to stop with her. The stare down between us three was so intense that I just wanted to go back to our campsite just so I can pee in the trees. What happened next made my heart stop. The strange man slowly started to walk our way. He then turned off his lantern so we couldn't see him. This made Mary and I run as if we were in the 100-meter race. We can hear the man's footsteps getting closer as he was letting out a crazy laugh. The path we were on split off in two different directions. Mary turned right with the lantern, and I turned left with nothing but fear. The path ended up taking me near the beach of the lake. I kept running until I seen an outdoor change room where I ended up hiding. It didn't have doors, but I could see through the holes through the wooden walls by using the light from the moon. I sat there in silence for what felt like forever, and was convinced that he must have stopped chasing me a while ago. I took one more glance through the hole in the wall when I heard a man's voice behind me say,
"Don't be scared of me, Tilly. I just want to keep your eyes."
I screamed, then tried to run out of the change room, but he caught me and threw me onto the floor. I was doing the best I can to fight him off. I was kicking, scratching and crying when I unexpectedly had dirt in my mouth. The man was trying to muffle my cries by shoving dirt in my mouth. He then proceeded to rip my sweater off and trying to sexually assault me. He was then suddenly tackled off me, then began to gasp for air from being choked. I didn't know who was fighting off my attacker, but I didn't want to stick around to find out. I ran out of the change room and seen a few flashlights heading in my direction. I came to a halt when I seen Mary running out of the group and towards me. Mary and I kept our distance while we seen a mob of people screaming, attempting to peel my hero off my attacker. Through all the moving lights I managed to see that my hero ended up being my father. I can't tell you the rage my dad had on his face. His determination to kill my attacker was so strong the small group of people struggled to stop them from fighting. Finally, the camp security came and detained my attacker until the police arrived. 3 days later, my dad sits me down and tells me the information he got from the officers. It turns out my attacker confessed to stalking me for 2 months, and he wouldn't stop talking about my eyes. He has been known to stalk teen girls, and there has been some reports of him being a peeping Tom. I've never seen or heard anything else about this person, and I hope it stays that way forever.